Hello, welcome to the retake of Video Blog 10. Originally my Video Blog 10 was kind of building on what the 9 was, which I redid that one too. I was having some technical issues, so I apologize for that. I thought these had been uploaded a while ago, but apparently they haven't. So anyway, kind of building on 9 about being positive recording in the studios, so I just wanted to kind of some of the things with this video blog talking about kind of what I'm doing and where I'm planning to go. At least this was before the holiday break, and what I was planning to do with my holiday break. And I'll just kind of fill you in and hit the things that I was focusing on. The first thing was to get at least one solid day of just total doing nothing, and that's really important. To just kind of let the brain recharge, because when you're really kind of cramming the academia, especially at the end of the semester, and then you've got gigs on top, like school for me ended, and then I still had a lot of Christmas work, which is common, well into the next week, and this was a lot of stuff, like doing a service in the morning, and then like a rehearsal in the afternoon, and then something in the evening, which is great, but you think, oh, great, school's over. No, I mean, work still keeps going on, and that's one thing you got to remember in the real world, that you're going to have to keep working if you want to keep money coming in. So that was one thing that I really wanted adamant about my break, and just at least one day, and I ended up taking one full day and then a couple spots here and there of just kind of doing nothing. So I'd say I achieved that goal. Bueno. Another thing I wanted to make sure I did is spend some time with my family. I don't get to see them too often. They do live not too far away, but it's one of those things where, and this is something that it's difficult explaining to them, since they both work a kind of standard ish jobs, maybe not all night. My mom works kind of a 9 to 5 as a medical technician. My father has a little bit more flexibility, but it's just one of those things that the second you block something out, sure enough, something comes up. You get a call to do something, and it's happened over break where I said, I don't want to commit to a time, because the second I commit to the time, then a freelance gig comes up, and freelancing, it's really important that you get your name out there, and you want to take as many gigs, because if you say no too many times to contractors, word starts getting around. So you want to just say yes and figure out a way to do it. And sure enough, I told my parents, I'm sorry, I don't want to stay another week. Something might come up. And literally 10 minutes later, I got a call for, nothing big, just kind of like a little gig. And that was just kind of an example showing my parents like how fluid the nature of freelancing is. And it really is. And it's one of those things where it's both nice, and my teacher says it's nice and terrifying, because you look at one month and it's like, wow, I've got all this stuff coming up. And then you look at the next month, it's like, wow, how am I going to pay rent? So just something that I just wanted to make sure that I kept, relaxing, but I needed to remember that it's coming back to work. Something else that was helping me coming back to work is that I have decided to take, we have a major audition in the Horn World coming up this coming weekend, and I'll be flying to New York for that. So that should be very fun and very exciting. And one thing I want to make sure is not to lose too much lip because of a major audition coming up. So that was another big check mark for me. So it was one of those things where, looking back, I did achieve a lot of the stuff. I wanted to get a little bit more work done on some independent projects that I'm doing for a publishing company that I'm working for, but fortunately wasn't able to get to that because the computer I had to do some of the typesetting work didn't work, blah, 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 technology, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to try to nail some of that out in the hotel room coming this weekend. And I might try to do a video blog from there, maybe some before and after shots of the audition, and kind of one of those things where everybody has a different routine, and maybe I'll turn on the camera and just kind of walk through my routine, even out loud, just to kind of show what it is. But that was pretty much the goal of the break, and I felt I got most of them, with the exception of the copyist work. Did some work for website design. I had to update some small stuff. Also, if any of you guys are looking to market stuff, try to avoid date-sensitive material in your websites, because that means you're constantly going to be going back and, okay, it's not 2011 anymore, it's 2012. Did I put anything in there? And that stuff is usually pretty obvious, but it's the things like last year, like in your bio, or in the previous year. So just make sure that, it's all right, it's a squeaker toy for my dog. Make sure that you try to limit time-sensitive material, and because that can be kind of a headache, going back through every line of your bios and your websites and everything. So anyway, Polyphonic, the video blog 11 is going to be coming up soon. And I'm going to kind of talk through my last week of preparation. Yeah, my last week of preparation, which it's not really preparation before an audition if it's the last week. It should just be shoring up some things. So anyway, hope you all had a wonderful holiday, and I'll have another one of these posted pretty soon. Take care.